Hello and good afternoon and welcome back to BS Rugby. It's that time once again. We've got a watch along for you, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wales against the All Blacks. Welcome in. So good to see so many of you already in the chat, already getting involved with the conversation. I love to see that. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday tea time kickoff. We got kickoff in about quarter of an hour. So welcome in. I hope you are doing very, very well and are looking forward to the game. As always, if you're new here, folks, please do hit that subscribe button. It's free to do. Keeps you up to date. We're going to do loads of watch-alongs over the course of the Autumn Nations series. Some Wales games. We're going to do some other nations as well. Like the stream and feel free to share with friends because a lot of people still will be concerned about the pandemic and not able to get out. So make sure to share it with friends who you think would be interested in watching this one. Ben from Rock and Roll Rugby's in the chat. Ben, how you doing, mate? Hope you're enjoying it down at the pub. Ben and myself are actually going to be doing a big review show on his channel tomorrow night, so do check that out. Let's have a look who's in the chat. Jeff Davis, hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome along. Mark Dunphy, welcome along. Stuart, welcome along. Let's hope it is a good game. Absolutely, I agree. Just to quickly clarify, folks, I'm not actually showing the game itself. I'm not allowed to do that, but I will give you minute-by-minute commentary on what's going on throughout the course of the match. So make sure to stick around. You can either put the game on Amazon Prime, which it's available on, and keep me on, or you can, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you're more than welcome to stick around here and hear what I've got to say on the game. We've got a lot to get through before kickoff. So we will just get straight on with it. First of all, we have to talk about the game earlier today that saw Scotland beat Tonga. They beat Tonga by 60 points to 14. Steyn got 4 tries. Rufus McLean got 2 tries. I was impressed by Scotland's ability to throw the ball about and to play some nice stuff. But for Tonga, obviously not a great result. But because of the situation with their players not being available, I wouldn't be too concerned if I was them. I actually thought that they put some nice things together. They put some nice moments and were a little bit unlucky in some areas, but they won that one pretty comfortably. So if you did see that game, feel free to let me know in the chat your thoughts on that one, because that was a decent little game we saw down there. But anyway, let's have a chat about this game then. So Wales against New Zealand. So the last time these two teams faced was back in the Rugby World Cup 2019. It was the bronze medal final. And in that game, New Zealand won that one by 40 points to 17. Now, bronze medal finals are a difficult one to read into, isn't it? Because, of course, nobody really cares. At that point, you're disappointed that you lost the semis. You don't really care that much, but it's one of them games. But Wales do not have a good record against the All Blacks, do we? In fact, the last time we faced each other in Cardiff was back in 2017, New Zealand winning that one by 33 points to 18. And Wales haven't actually beaten the All Blacks since 1953, when they beat the All Blacks 13 points to 8 down at the Cardiff Arms Park. So the record against this All Blacks team is not great. It is not great, but what a time to do it now. There's no time like the present to do it, but it's going to be a really, really big challenge. We're going to have a look at the teams in just a second as well. We're going to have a look at them, see who's been picked, see who's maybe been missed out and why they've been left out. We'll have a look at both sides, and we're going to keep an eye on this game throughout the afternoon. But just a reminder, if you are watching, subscribe, leave a like, and of course, share this with friends if you would like to. Let me just share this on Twitter now, and we'll get ready for the teams to come out in just a second, and we'll look at the sides. And we'll see how both teams line up. I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a while since I've done a watch long, but it's good to be back. And it's good to see so many of you already in the chat, which is just wonderful to see. Let's just get this shared out on the old Twitter. And then we'll be good to go. There we are. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look at the teams then. Without further ado, let's get straight into them. Dan, hope you're doing well, mate. Dan is a big Scotland fan. Good to see him. Good to see you there, mate. We did a preview, of course, for Scotland. You're probably buzzing after that result for Scotland. Let's have a look at the teams then. Wales, first of all. This is how they line up this afternoon. Starting with a fullback, Johnny McNichol plays at fullback with Owen Lane and Josh Adams on the wing. Johnny Williams and Jonathan Davis are the centre partnership. Gareth Anscombe and Thomas Williams play at the halfback pairings. In the front row, we have Wyn Jones and Ryan Elias. Now, Ryan Elias replaces the injured Ken Owens. Ken Owens failed a late fitness test on Thursday afternoon, so he is not available for this game. Partnering in the front row then is Thomas Francis with Adam Beard and lock and captain Alan Wyn Jones. And the back row's a full Dragons team. It is Ross Moriarty, Tane Basham and Aaron Wainwright. Leaving the bench then, Kirby Myhill comes onto the bench and he could earn his first cap. Rhys Carey, Dylan Lewis, Will Rowland, Seb Davis, Gareth Davis. Reece Priestland comes back into the fold after rejoining, of course, Cardiff Rugby this summer. And young Ben Thomas is also on the bench. So that is how Wales line up. Just a quick mention and a quick congratulations to this man, Alan Wyn Jones, who is earning his 149th cap today. He will now be the most cap player ever in Test rugby history. So huge congratulations to him. And it's just great to see that he has got to this level. What an incredible achievement from a massive leader. Some people say he's over the hill. Personally, I say no. But excited to see how he will lead the team today. Let me know your thoughts on that team in the chat. If you're just joining us, do let us know. Leslie, come on, Wales, indeed. Adams, the big danger man, indeed. Josh Adams is a class winger, isn't he? Fantastic to see him. Some of you have been looking at that team and wondering where certain players are, such as Nick Tompkins, potentially. Maybe wondering where Dan Biggar is. Well, of course, this is outside of the international window. So those players are not available for this game. So it makes the Wales task just that little bit more difficult as the All Blacks come out. Beauden Barrett, we'll get onto him in a second, is coming out on his own and we'll explain why in a second. Let's have a take a look then at the All Blacks team. Starting with the fullback, Geordie Barrett plays at fullback with Will Jordan and Rieko Ioane on the wings. David Havili and Anton Leonard-Brown playing the centres. Beauden Barrett plays at 10 alongside TJ Perenara. In the front row then, Joe Moody plays alongside Cody Taylor, Nepo Laulala. Brodie Retallick is partnered with Sam Whitelock in the locks. Of course, Sam Whitelock is the captain. Ethan Blackadder, Dalton Papali, and Ardy Sevilla. What Ardy Sevilla, I'm telling you. He is exceptional. On the bench, then they have Samasoni Takura, Kaulo Tuanu-Kuefe, Tyrell Lomax, Tupou Vaa'i, Arika Ioane, Brad Webber, Richie Mo'unga, and Sevu Reece. And we have to mention this man, Beauden Barrett, 100 caps for his country today. Congratulations to him. Let's hope he doesn't have the best game of his life. Rave Marquez, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I can see the All Blacks beating Wales easy. Well, let me know your predictions in the chat now, folks. If you're watching, let me know your predictions in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the red button down below. It's free to do. Leave a like and get involved in the chat. Let me know what is your score predictions for this game. I will be fascinated to hear who you are backing to win at this one today. Personally, for me, as a Wales fan, of course, I want Wales to win. Do I think we're going to do it? No, I don't. I don't think we're going to do it, but I think if we can keep the score respectful, I'll be pretty happy with that. So I'm excited to see how it goes. So do let me know in the chat, folks, your score predictions for this one. Who is going to win this game this afternoon? Is it going to be Wales or is it going to be an All Blacks? Give me a score prediction and we will see. We're very close to kick-off here. Am I Pivac in or Pivac out? At the minute, Pivac in. I mean, he hasn't done, you know, he won the Six Nations. You can't chuck a man in after, chuck a man out after a Six Nations loss. You just can't do that. But I think we need to start to see his style coming in a lot more. We need to see the type of rugby that this man really wants to play. You know, in the Six Nations, we didn't really see Pivac at his best, Pivac's style that we saw the Scarlets, and I think we need to start seeing that today. Dan backs All Blacks by 27. Personally, for me, I'm going to go for a scoreline of 52-20 to the All Blacks. I think if we can keep it around there, I think I'll be all right with that. I think I'll take that. So, yeah, if we can keep it around there, then I think that wouldn't be too bad at all. It is a shame about the English players, but that's the same for the Scottish players today, although they obviously had a much easier test against a weakened Tonga team. Right, both teams are going to line up. I'm just going to put my headphones on so I can hear the audio of the game. Don't forget, folks, I cannot show you the actual game because of copyright But you can, of course, keep up to date with everything that's going on here by watching the watch along. So I've got my headphones on, all ready to go as the All Blacks national anthem is underway. The game itself will not be on the actual channel, I'm afraid, mate, due to copyright reasons, but I will keep you up to date on the game. It's on Amazon Prime here in the UK. So the New Zealand national anthem is underway. Ian Foster's singing along. I've been so impressed by the All Blacks during the course of the Rugby Championships. I think it's going to be a really tough test this afternoon, but we've got to manage the game for the first 20 minutes. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. All Blacks 64, Wales 15. I hope it's not that bad, but it's got the potential to be that bad. I think I spoke with Ben in his preview. If you haven't checked his channel, I'll drop a link in a second. Do go ahead over there, subscribe. It's really close to 100 subscribers. I just seen his comment. I think the opening 20 minutes is going to be really, really important for us. We have to manage the opening 20 minutes. We can't be giving away sloppy mistakes. We can't afford to do that. We have to make sure that we are able to maintain the ball, keep possession a little bit, go through a few phases, take our points when we get the opportunity to do it. We'll have to wait and see. I love this. Hello, Manu. That's a class comment. I hope you're doing well at the pub, mate. Enjoy the game. If Pivac, New Zealand scored over 30, then I'll be definitely Pivac out. I think this autumn is big for Pivac. I agree with that. I'm not sure about that, and I don't think New Zealand will get 100. Wales' national anthem is about to start, so I'll be singing that in my heart. I don't think you want to hear my awful singing, so we'll leave that out of it. But I'm really excited for this. International rugby, once again. It's been too long. It's been too long. The Lions was a bit of a damp squid for me, but this is what I'm here for. So quickly, folks, if you are watching, make sure to get your predictions in the chat. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on this one. Who's going to win? Who's going to come out on top? Do let me know. But I'm going for New Zealand win by 30 to 40 points. But why not? 1953, why can't we do it again? Why can't we do it again? Why can't we do it again? But it's going to be a big day for Anscombe at 10, I feel, as well. Anscombe at 10, I'm a big fan of Anscombe. I really like Anscombe. Lots of people on my channel will know that. But I think, you know, he has to try and control the game, because that battle between him and Beauden Barrett is going to be fascinating to see how that goes. Beauden Barrett is arguably one of the best 10s in the world, arguably one of the best players in the world. So we have to try and maintain him as much as possible. So we're just waiting for the end of the anthems, and we'll, of course, have the haka, which will be good to see. Of course, the Principality is full today, which is fantastic to see. It's fantastic to see. I think Wales win and Pivac gets a knighthood. Do you know what? I'll happily go down to Cardiff and give him a knighthood if we win this game. We win this game, I'll happily give the man a knighthood. I'm Pivac out all year. Well, let's see if we can change your mind this autumn. But here we go. Wales ready to face, of course, against the haka, the world-renowned haka. This is the challenge that they set for us. Can we live up? Do you remember when Wales stood and didn't move, didn't budge? For all that time, the ref was like, you got to move, but we wouldn't move. And we still went on to lose the game. But it was still great. So here we go then. Here comes the haka, led, of course, by TJ Perenara, of course. So the haka is underway, and we await the first win. So we will, of course, quickly go through the teams just before the game kicks off. Just to remind you, if you're joining late, this is not actually showing the actual game. This is simply a watch along. But make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and of course, get involved in the chat. I'm really eager to hear your thoughts on this game today. So the challenge is being posed to the Welsh boys. And the big thing today, of course, is Johnny McNichol is originally from New Zealand, And you've got Gareth Anscombe, who was born in New Zealand. So this will be something big for them as well, facing it. There you go. The challenge has been set. Wales walk away. The All Blacks walk away. We're ready for kickoff. So final opportunities then to get your score predictions in. Let's have a look. So Kamate, indeed. Injuries doing the hacker. It's going to be a big game for us today. Let's quickly go through the team then. So Wyn Jones in the front row alongside Ryan Elias and Thomas Francis, Adam Beard and Alan Wyn Jones in the locks, Ross Moriarty, Tane Basham, Aaron Wainwright as a 5 engine goes past. Let that go past. There we go. Tane Basham and Aaron Wainwright, Thomas Williams and Gareth Anscombe at 9 and 10. In the fullback then, Johnny McNichol with Owen Lane and Josh Adams on the wing, Johnny Williams and Jonathan Davis at the centres. For New Zealand, then, let's quickly go through theirs. Geordie Barrett plays at fullback with Will Jordan, Arieko Ioane. Anton Leonard-Brown and David Havili playing the centres. Beauden Barrett at 10 gets his 100th cap. TJ Perenara at 9. In the front row, Joe Moody, Cody Taylor, Nepa Luluala. Brodie Retallick and Samuel Whitelock is the captain, of course. Ethan Blackadder, Dalton Papali and Ardy Surveyor. So do let me know your predictions. Welcome along to the watch along. It's good to be back, folks. It's been a while, but really excited to bring you this game. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and of course, get involved in the comments. Let's hope not after let's hope not after this game. If it's that nervy, my heart's going. Let's hope. So let's have a look. Now, of course, the All Blacks are the favourites. There's just no denying that. There's no denying that the All Blacks are favourites. But this opening 20 minutes, I'm really interested to see how we approach this game. Are we going to go for it, or are we going to try and earn their respect? Because they've been playing exceptionally well in the Rugby Championship. The speed of ball, the amount that they offload, and the way that they control games is unbelievable. This could be a massive challenge, but I don't think there's too much riding on this one. The game's about to kick off, folks. Here we go then, Wales against New Zealand, the first game of the Autumn Nations series. Welcome along to the watch along. Wheel off. Gareth Anscombe sends it up to the sky, and it is collected by Brodie Retallick. And New Zealand have the ball on their own 22-metre line as TJ Perenara will look to get it going, and they go through the forwards here. Do let me know your comments throughout the game. Thank you very much. I've been trying to learn, trying to practice. I watch a lot of Rugby Championships, so try to get it right. But I will hope to get it right indeed. New Zealand elect to kick. Johnny McNichol collects well. So Wales have the ball on the 10-metre line here of New Zealand. And going through Ross Moriarty. So I'm fascinated to see how are we going to play here. It looks like we're looking to spread the ball out. But Johnny Williams here a little bit isolated in the middle of the park. And it is a penalty to the All Blacks for double movements from Johnny Williams there. So not a bad start for Wales. A little bit of possession there, but an opportunity for the All Blacks to send this ball downfield. And it looks that's what they're going to do. But make sure if you're watching, folks, I know I keep saying it, but it does help the channel. Please do hit that subscribe button down below. Trying to hit 2,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And, of course, leave a like on the stream and get your thoughts in the chat. So New Zealand go for the line-out. It's not the greatest kick from Beauden Barrett. Interested to see how he gets on today. Of course, Richie Mo'unga's really pushing him and challenging him. So they win the line-out. Inside ball here. Oh, has that gone forward? So the ball went backwards, apparently, from Matteo Renal, the referee. So we're going to see what comes of this. New Zealand into the 22. Ardy Surveyor carries well. Into Brodie Retallick. Tackles missed by Adam Beard. A little bit of too much pace here from the All Blacks. Great tackle from Johnny Williams on Beauden Barrett. That's a huge tackle. Ball is out. Advantage for Wales here in their own 22 from knock-on. And it'll be a scrum to Wales. Well, an interesting attack there from the All Blacks, I've got to say. A little bit exposed, maybe. I think Adam Beard missed one tackle. But apart from that, not too bad. Not too bad from us. We put enough pressure on them to make the mistake. So Anscombe's going to send this one down. Oh, it's a sloppy kick from Anscombe, but it's over the line anyway, and we'll have our first line out. Now, the line out was somewhere where we did struggle, wasn't it? It was somewhere where we did struggle in the opening rounds of the Six Nations. So let's see how we can get on here. Oh, it's been intercepted by Bowden Barrett! And New Zealand have scored early on here in the 3rd minute. Bowden Barrett on his 100th Test cap has just run in under the posts. And it's the worst possible start for Wales. Try, indeed, it is Mark Dunphy's a try. Gareth Anscombe against his opposite man. "38th try for Barrett. Anscombe tries to pop it up. Johnny Williams isn't really anyone there. And Bowden Barrett just runs through unchallenged. And the most frustrating thing about that is it's our first chance to really try and attack. And it's gone straight to the hands of Bowden Barrett. He'll have a very simple kick in front of the post to make it 7-0. Geordie Barrett adds the 2 points. It is 7-0 as his brother Geordie adds the 2 points. So New Zealand lead here. And the reality is that's the worst possible start because we haven't had an opportunity yet to show what we can do. So it's a little bit on the frustrating side. All part of our plan. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Indeed. Well, yeah, indeed. But do you know what? This is what it's going to be about. I said the first 20 minutes was really important. We needed to settle into the game. And we just haven't had any of the ball, really. We haven't had anything. So we need to be a bit more careful with possession, I feel. So New Zealand reset here just outside their own 22. Tane Basham's over that. I think he's won that. Yes, he has. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Tane Basham. And I think we take the points here. I think... Is it Tane Basham or is it Adam Bid? I think it's Tane Basham. It is Tane Basham. Brilliant work over the ball there. And Wales are going to take the points. So, do you know what? This is what we need. We need to get on the scoreboard early. You can't let New Zealand build up that scoreboard. That's certainly not what you can do. I hope not. I hope he's not a double agent. I'm telling you that now. So, opportunity for Wales to get on the scoreline for the first time. And it's quite a simple kick. It's really just in front of the post, just outside the 22. So, it should be fairly comfortable for Anscombe. So just over 5.5 minutes gone in this one. Anscombe with an opportunity to give Wales some points here. Right in front of the posts, in front of the south stand. The roof is closed down at the Principality. Anscombe, he gets it. Wales on the scoreboard. The All Blacks still leading by 7 points, but Wales up to 3. Wales 3, the All Blacks 7. 6 minutes gone in this one. Great work by Tane Basham at the break. There's a lot of chat about him when he came, of course, into the squad. Lots of people were like, oh, should he really start? But he's done very well. Jakoba, if you're watching here in the UK, you can watch on Amazon Prime. That is where the games are being shown, mate. But you can stick around here if you want. Listen to my commentary. Hopefully, I do an all right job for you. So Wales get the ball just outside their own 22. It looks like Thomas Williams is set to kick this one. Now, the kick chase needs to be really good because of the likes of Geordie Barrett. Ball's up. It is Bowden. Here comes Leonard Brown. Great tackling from Wales. And Wales' defensive set is actually really, really good. That was good pressure from us there. We need to win this ball in the air, though. Why is nobody challenging that? But we do get it back just inside our own half. At the minute, we look a little bit nervous. We look a little bit nervous at the minute. Like, I just want to see us go through a few phases. You know, throw the ball back. Don't try and kick it away. Just try and play a little bit with ball in hand right now. Thomas Williams into Josh Adams. Pops it back up. Well played, Alan Wynne, of course. Most cap player in the world now. Huge congratulations to him. Thomas Williams to Anscombe on the halfway line. Inside ball. Oh, it's a huge hit on Johnny Williams, and it wasn't the kindest of passes to him, but Wales still do have the ball here. But they have been pushed back. Johnny McNichol looked, nearly got through the gap. But he is caught by Joe Moody. Good quick ball here from Wales, though. Wainwright maybe is a little bit isolated, but Wales do have the ball. Well, that's a little bit of a questionable decision from the referee. I'm not too sure I agree with that, but Wales still have the ball on the halfway line, but not really going anywhere. But this ball is going to be sent up as there's nothing doing. So Thomas Williams sends it up. Josh Adams is going to chase this one. It's Adams against Bowden Barrett. And Paranara collects. Geordie will clear downfield. Ball into the hands of Thomas Williams. Now Anscombe with a bit of space here. Thank you very much, Hailstorm. Hope you're enjoying it. Thank you very much for tuning in. A little chip kick. Don't forget the new rule about where you can kick it into their 22. Ooh, we nearly managed to do it there, but it is cleared away. And we've actually got a little bit of decent possession downfield, just outside the 22 of the All Blacks. This is the first opportunity we've had to really attack them now. So I want to see us trying to do something here. Yeah, he did really well there. Rieko Ioane keeping the ball in there. We're just watching back some of the hits, and the physicality in this game is a little bit crazy, but it is good to watch international rugby again. Don't forget, folks, loads of games over the Autumn International Series. So I'm going to be doing a lot of the games, so do join us for previews, reviews, watch-alongs. We got a load going on the channel, so really excited to bring you that content. So Wales with the ball just outside the 22, next to the centre circle. Oh, Anscombe tried to pass it a little bit too much, and there's a chance here. This is where the All Blacks are very dangerous. Why is Aaron Wainwright the last defender? Well, Wainwright steps away from Rieko Ioane, and that's lovely. And there's an opportunity here for Owen Lane. Owen Lane's in the open. What is going on? Oh, he went for the intercept. No, is that a deliberate knock-on? This has got to be a yellow card. It's a deliberate knock-on from Bowden Barrett. He's gone for the intercept, one-handed. This is a deliberate knock-on. I think he has to go to the bin. I think this is a yellow. I think this has to be a yellow. I think this has to be a yellow. Because if he gets that pass off, I think the man that Owen Lane is passing to is potentially in there. I think this could even be a red. I think it's a yellow, but it could be a red. So the referee says he's never had the opportunity to gather ball. So they're going to check it. Sean, good to see you, mate. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Get him in the bin, indeed. Right, we're watching it here. The ball's going to go to Johnny Williams. He's never going to collect that. He's never going to collect that. That's a yellow, 100% a yellow. He did have players behind him, so for me, it's a yellow. He had the cover there, but this should be a yellow, but they're talking about potentially not being a yellow, which I think is ridiculous. He's only given a penalty. What? What? He's a lucky boy, Bowden Barrett, to be on the pitch. The refs had an... I don't like calling out refs. It's not something that I like doing. But that's a yellow card. That is a yellow card every day of the week. There is no way that that's not yellow. There's one guy back there. There's one guy back there. Leonard Brown is the only guy there. I think... Oh, that's just ridiculous. As if our game could not get any more difficult. Come on, ref, indeed. Who's the ref? Mathieu Renal is the ref. It is appalling, I agree. It's a great kick, though, from Anscombe's push down towards the 22. But that has to be a yellow. It has to be a yellow. I'm sorry. I'm not being biased as a Welshman. If a Welshman did it, I'd say it's been a yellow. depends how much pints I'd had, but it's got to be a yellow. It's got to be a yellow. It's awful. But it's been a good 5-minute phase for Wales here. And we've got to keep this momentum going. Yeah, ridiculous call. Chance for Wales, though, to create something here. And the ball's been lost on from Wales. And I'm pretty sure it's been a knock on and it'll be a scrum to the All Blacks. I still can't get... Do I speak Spanish? I do not speak Spanish. You cannot watch the game here, unfortunately. It is live on Amazon Prime, my friend, but you can listen to my commentary if you would like to. So still 7 points to 3, 11 minutes gone. But that decision from Matthew Renal not to send him to the bin is it's awful. And in a game where it's going to be fairly close, you'd imagine, at the start, especially it's going to be more competitive than Tonga, Scotland. These calls make massive differences. How is that not? Conor Quain, and hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you again in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Ivan, if you want to watch the game, Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. You need to sign up to Amazon Prime. If you sign up for a month, you can do a free trial, and then you can cancel at the end. So you don't actually have to pay for any rugby. But you'll have to do that. Yeah, how it's in our yellow, I don't know. But we've got to move on. The boys have to focus now. We've got a scrum here. But I think he's absolutely bottled that decision. I think he's bottled it. So scrum here to the All Blacks just outside their own 22. So you got Beauden Barrett just behind the scrum, and then you got the options then to the right of TJ Perenara. So it's going to be fascinating to see what the All Blacks are going to do here. Fascinating to see how our scrum is. Really interested to see how our scrum goes. It goes down, but off we go. Ardy Surveyor, the ref gets in the way. Get out of the way. Perenara plays it back to Leonard Brown. Oh, it's been charged down. Where's that going? Oh, that's surely a knock on. And it'll be a scrum to Wales just outside the 22 of the All Blacks. Great pressure, boys. Love that. The intensity. Yeah, it was deliberate, wasn't it? It's a yellow. It is a yellow. And I don't know how he's called that. Even at club level, a referee at club level would say that's a yellow. Can't let it weigh you down. Wales are meant to make it count. Exactly. Attacking scrum right in the centre of the field, just outside the 22. We've got options on both sides. There'll be something they've done on the 22. We've got to make it count. Jane Coles. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. We've got Welsh rugby back again. We've got international rugby back again. And we're playing the All Blacks. I'm buzzing. Here we go then. We've got to get the ball out here. Solid scrum. Love that. Oh. Thomas Francis penalised at the scrum there. And that is a really big frustration there. But Beauden Barrett will clear this one downfield. When you get those opportunities, you've got to take them. And Thomas Francis, I mean, we spoke about in the preview I did with Ben on his channel. And we said that his scrummaging certainly was not one of his strongest areas. And, I mean, against the All Blacks, it's always going to be tough. Against Joe Moody. So line out here, 15 minutes gone. Still the All Blacks leading by 7 points to 3. Some controversy already. If you're watching, 76 of you already watching, make sure to subscribe, leave a like on the stream and get involved in the chat. So line out here, the driving maul gets going with the All Blacks here. Perenara at the back commanding things. Okay, here comes the ball. Perenara's got to get it out. He finds Beauden Barrett, who's going for the cross kick. He's looking for Ioane. He's right on the money, and he's looking for the chip in behind now. It's going to be a full race. Who's going to get there? I think Thomas Williams gets there. Josh Adams does. And he came across and covered. And he had to. That was a lovely little move, really, from New Zealand, from the back of the driver. More Bowden Barrett cross kicks it. Artie Survey is basically in, but he used a chip over the top. It's covered well by Josh Adams. But well, Wales restart. Geordie Barrett comes forward, tackled by Ryan Elias. Going out wide. Laulala. Pernara switches the way. Joe Moody. Just outside the 22 here. Not really going anywhere. But we need to just... My worry is that we'll shoe up and they'll just put chips over the top. That'll be my concern. They're just so confident with doing that. They're so capable of doing that. They did indeed. I watched that game. We mentioned it earlier at the start of it. We'll have a bit of a more of a chat about it maybe at half time and get people's thoughts on that game. Any questions that you got about any rugby or anything like that, just get them in the chat. Penalty to the All Blacks right in front of the post. You'd assume they're going to go for the points here. Not rolling away then. Geordie Barrett is going to take the 3 points. But you know what? The frustrating thing, I think, for us at the minute is that we haven't had much of the ball, to be honest. But when we have, we've looked dangerous. And the All Blacks haven't actually looked all that dangerous. If I'm being totally honest, I might be jinxing things. But they don't actually look all that dangerous. But we're giving simple penalties away. That just means that the scoreboard keeps ticking on. Once the All Blacks really get into their rhythm, really get into their flow, it's going to make it so difficult for us. But Geordie Barrett right in for the post. 17 minutes gone in this one. Is likely to make it 10 points to 3. So Geordie Barrett right in front of the post, just outside the 22. Of course, the Barrett brothers, very successful in New Zealand rugby. Right in front of the post, Geordie Barrett. And he's pulled it down the middle. And it is 10 points to 3. And that's the difference between the All Blacks and Wales at the minute, is that when the All Blacks get into the 22, they come away with points. When we get there, we don't always come down the thing. Hey, it's a quick 5 engine. I'm telling you, it's a quick 5 engine, Jeff. I hope you're enjoying the sun out in Marbella, my friend. Hope you're enjoying the sun out there. So here come the All Blacks. Geordie Barrett collects from the restart. Sam Whitelock carries the ball forward. Alan Wynne looks to have taken a bit of a knock there. He looks like in a little bit of discomfort. Oh! Well, that's going to be a knock on, but I'm more concerned about Alan Wynne here. It looks like Alan Wynne's shoulder has popped out of place here. So Alan Wynne is going to be off here. There's no way that he stays on here. And his shoulder's popped out and Alan Wynne is off, which is sad to see. Indeed, it is a big shame. The Six Nations men, Tom, I think CEO downplayed the chance of South Africa in the Six Nations. Said there might be something in November, July test after 2024. We'll have to see. I mean, I think it's something that I'm aiming to do, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, who is going to replace maybe Seb Dave? Will Rowlands is replacing Alan Wynne, who has gone off injured. So Alan Wynne's day is done. 18 minutes into this one. Scrum then 2 Wales just over the halfway line, but Alan Wynne, either his wrist is broken or his shoulder's gone. It's a big shame to lose him this early, and his leadership as well. His leadership We're going to lose that now. So it's going to be tough for us now. On his record games as well. So scrum to Wales. We need to get this ball out. Here we go. Wainwright peels off the back. Up to the 10-metre line. Thomas Williams fires it out. Into Basham. Lovely hands into Johnny Davis. Ball's back to Anscombe. A little bit flat. Adams tries to get the ball out. Oh, it's gone everywhere. Wales still have the ball. Johnny McNichol. Back to Anscombe inside. Inside to Basham. Basham's popping up all over the place at the minute. Love the work rate from the young dragon. Out wide. This is good. This is really good pace from Wales, actually. This is really good rhythm and momentum. I'm really enjoying how we're playing. There's lots of different runners, lots of different players going across. Really enjoying this. Moriarty is Leonard Brown over the ball, and he is. And Wales penalised at the breakdown once again. And the handbags are out. As Ross Moriarty and Sever Reece say hello to each other. Yeah, it did. Let's hope not. Let's hope not indeed. But I'd be surprised if we see him again this autumn, if I'm being totally honest. So halfway through the first half, I've got to say, Tane Basham, I've been really impressed by him, the way he carries the ball. Now, Geordie Barrett is going to go for the post from the halfway line. Shoot the ref. Jesus, no, not quite. But yeah, I do think a couple of the calls he's got wrong, especially that yellow. But, you know, New Zealand just so good over the ball. But, you know, I got to say, I think our momentum and the speed of ball we've had has actually been very good. We just haven't had that final pass. Ray Dreyfus, thank you very much for subbing, mate. If you haven't subscribed yet, folks, hit that subscribe button. It's free to do. Helps grow the channel. As a neutral, how many of the Welsh players that are unavailable will actually be selected to play next week? I think Bigger would potentially start. It depends how Bigger wants to play. You look at someone like Nick Tompkins, been in fantastic form for Sarries this year. I don't think he'd start, though. I think he'd be on the bench. Who else is unavailable? Louis Rees-Zammit is unavailable because he plays for Gloucester. Now, Geordie Barrett's actually missed that kick. Definitely at the distance, but not the angle. So it remains 10 points to 3. There's a few names in there. We'll just have to see. Richard Huey, hope you're doing well, mate. Really good to see you in the chat again. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the rugby. We're doing well. We are. Just need to capitalise on our chances. More pressure points will come. I personally think organising matches outside of the international test window is a risk. It is. But, I mean, filling out the Principality against the All Blacks. Cash, cash, cash for the Welsh Rugby Union. And McNichol calls on the mark as he receives the ball. The thing is, if you think about it, the All Blacks haven't really threatened our try line, except for the try that they had, which was an intercept. We've had one decision which should have been a yellow, but it went against us. And when we've had the ball and we've kept it, we've looked all right. So I think we've been decent, to be honest. That's come off an All Black. So an advantage to Wales on the halfway line. And no advantage there. This referee seems a little bit, I don't know what's the word, maybe a little bit, he's not sure of himself whether to make like decisions. He looks like kind of like 50-50 on a lot of decisions. He's like, when he's going for the advantage, kind of like, not sure. I'd rather him just be decisive about his decisions. Freddie Clark, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well, enjoying the rugby, and looking forward to England next week. Good to see you, mate. Mark, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Hope you're doing well, Mark, and enjoying the game. But, I mean, we've done okay. We've done okay, and that's the main thing. We've done okay. I think the TMO's checking something here. I think they're going to check something here. I don't know why they're checking this, because I'm pretty sure both players are going for the ball. We obviously saw a yellow card in the tongue again, where a player went up for a high ball and caught Rufus McLean. It goes up. I'm not really sure what they're looking for here. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Between Josh Adams and Jordy Barrett going up there, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I don't know what they're looking for there. They're both looking at the ball. But he might give it to Wales. I'm not sure what they're looking for here. So Josh Adams has been penalised. What? So he's saying that Josh Adams isn't in a realistic position to catch that ball when he's the closest to catching it over Jordy Barrett. Like, what? This referee, my word. What are you meant to do? You're just not meant to challenge for the ball anymore. Is that what we're meant to do? I don't know what is going on with this ref. Exactly. I absolutely agree with you. He was the closest to getting the ball, but yeah, he's been penalised because he's not he's in an unrealistic position when he's the closest to getting the ball. Here come New Zealand, though, in the 22 of Wales. Tane Basham over the ball as he's stolen it. Not quite. Surveyor carries, but good defensive work from Wales here. Into Retallick. Huge ball carrier. Here goes Luluala. Moody. 5 phases in here. They're moving forward. They're up to the 5-metre line. They've got the momentum. Pavanara! Great tackle from Moriarty, I think it was. We've got to keep our discipline here. With Sally pops it up. Oh! I think he's dropped it. I think he's dropped it. Luala may have scored for the All Blacks. I'm not sure. Depends if he's caught this. Good defence from Wales on the whole there, though. So no try is the decision of Renal. So we're watching this here. Oh, no, he's dropped that. He's dropped that, yeah. So no try for Luala for the All Blacks there. So it will be a scrum for Wales. No try there. Oh, there was an offside from Wales, so. But pressure on here now. I mean, we're still 16 minutes away from half time. Yeah, sad to hear about that. We hope he's okay. Let me know, Freddie, if you know any more details about that injury, how severe it may be. Yeah, just short the line. He dropped it, didn't he? No, it's not a try, but he was offside. But they're going to take the points here to give a 10-point lead to themselves. I don't know. I don't know. Let's have a look then. Right in front of the post for Geordie Barrett. This should be a very simple kick for him. And he adds the points. So New Zealand leading here 13 points to 10 with about 15 minutes to go. But the big thing is we've had the ball. We've shown good glimpses, but we haven't got any points really. The All Blacks go into our 22 and come back with points pretty much every time. And that's just a quality difference there. That they come back, they know, all right, we've gone through a few phases. We haven't got the try. We'll just take the points. Or they know, right, it's on. Let's go to the corner. They just know. And honestly, this team is not our strongest team, but the All Blacks, for me, are the best team in the world. The world ranking kings don't suggest that because they're second, but for me, they're the best team in the world. But I just want to see us go for it a bit more. I feel we've been a little bit cagey, a little bit scared of the counter from this All Black side, which I understand, but I want us to go for it a little bit more as we head towards half-time. Anscombe centred up just inside his own half. It's up towards the 10-metre line. Owen Lane has won that one. But Wales lose the ball. But it did go forward off Rieko Ioane. So it will be a scrum for Wales. So, look, we've got a position here that we can do something with, hopefully. But the TMO's getting involved a lot here. Moriarty and someone for the All Blacks is going to get a little bit of a talking to. Ratalik, I think it is. Being told to calm down. Literally, there's 1-2 pushes and the TMO decides to call that up. It's like, come on, just let the game flow a bit more. Yeah, I agree with you. I think they can. We've got a chance here now. We've got to do something with this scrum because we've had opportunities to do things and we really haven't tested the defence of the All Blacks enough for me. So we've got an attacking scrum. We can do something with it. Let's try and do something. Let's see what we can do. So we need a solid scrum here. Oh, straight down. How Joe Moody has not been penalised there, I have no idea. Joe Moody went straight down there, straight down. And that's a heck of a kick from Beauden Barrett. Things not really going the way of Wales at the minute. Really important we hold the All Blacks out here. They're just inside our 22 with the line out. Whitelock collects. Pulled off the back. Lovely, great tackle from Basham. Really good understanding where the player would be. The ball's quick here. Vitalik, though, carries towards the 5-metre line. But Wales hold them out. There's opportunities to go out wide. Beauden Barrett tries to step. Brilliant tackle from Wainwright. Laulala carries. They're about 2 metres away here. Wales have managed to slow it down that little bit. Here we go. And penalty to Wales! Massive penalty, massive moment off his feet. That's a massive moment in the game for us. If we'd have conceded there, I'd have been really worried that our heads would have gone down. But to win that penalty there, I like that. I like that. An interesting one for you then. If you had to pick one team, who'd you pick though? Well done. Indeed. And do you know what? We played well. I feel like we've played well, but we just haven't really had a true opportunity. And the All Blacks are just so clinical. Here we go then. Line out. We've got to win this ball. Got to win this ball. Which we don't. So chance for the All Blacks. And this is where they're most dangerous, on the counter. I think we've only won one scrum out of scrums and lineouts. I think we've only won one in this first half, which is just not good enough. You can't give free possession. That's a great turnover, though. Tane Basham has been the best Wales player this half. It's an excellent steal at the breakdown. But now we've lost the ball. We've knocked it on. Leonard Brown, just over the 10-metre line. Perinara switches the play. Bowden back. There's options to go out wide here. They can get the hands in. That's a huge hit from Josh Adams, and no advantage from the knock on from Wales there. So the ref's having a howler. He really is struggling this game. I'm not sure what he's doing. Again, I feel like sometimes we're trying to play that a little bit too much in our own half. Maybe go down the field a little bit more. You know, it's not pretty, but play the kicking game a little bit, maybe. Indeed, they are just so clinical. They just take their chances, don't they? So an attacking scrum now for the All Blacks. Thomas Francis is really struggling in the scrum now. The rain is pouring down in the Principality, but scrum here. About 5 metres away from the outer touch line, just outside the 22. Scrum then, here we go. More of a solid scrum from both sides. Perinara finds Will Jordan. Good tackle, though, coming in on him. Inside here to the number 6. Perinara back into Surveyor. He's been quite quiet, but Lualua keeps it going. Brilliant tackle from Basham, but Perinara comes. Inside ball. Lovely inside ball here. Blackadder crashing through, but he is tackled well. Where's that ball coming? It is there for Perinara, who gets it out to Geordie Barrett. Here come New Zealand up to the 5 metre line. They've got to watch the little gap. Oh, he surveys through, and over the line goes TJ Perinara. And finally, the All Blacks have their second try, and the speed of their offloading, the ability just to keep the ball alive, is what gives them that try. It's brilliant work from Ardie Surveyor there. And it's a fantastic try for the All Blacks. Look how quick this ball is. Comes here to Geordie Barrett. Geordie Barrett breaks through, sees that Surveyor is Surveyor just spots the gap. The gap is massive. It really should not be Anscombe. It really should not be Anscombe covering there, but he is. Thomas Williams is just not quite in position there, but Surveyor breaks through and pops it up to Perinara, and it's 18 points to 3 to the All Blacks. That's a big kick in the stomach for Wales. I agree. I think we need to go for a bit more. But the problem is when you go for against this All Blacks team, on the counter, they will punish you. They really will punish you. Geordie Barrett looking to hit the 20-point mark with about 5 minutes to go the first half. At half-time, we'll take a quick 2-minute break. I desperately need the toilets and to make a cup of tea. But then we will be back for the second half. Robert Collins, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Massively appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. All the way from New Zealand. As Geordie Barrett pulls that one wide. So it is still 18 points to 3 in favour of the All Blacks. And you know what? What do you say if you're Pivac at half time? What do you say? We played pretty well, I feel, but there's just been moments where we just haven't taken our chance. Every time the All Blacks comes forward, they just seem to score. And I can just stand and applaud. That's all I can do. Oh, I think, oh no, stayed in. We need to kick the restart straight off. I think we need some points before half time. If we can get a penalty. Now sends it. Just 3 points, whatever it is. I don't care. We need to get something. Good ball. Inside. Go on. Thomas Williams steps inside. Oh. Wyn Jones up to the 22. Ball out wide. Johnny Davis. Tackled on the 22. Lost a little bit of momentum here. Tame Basham goes on the outside. Good, strong carrying. Advantage for Wales here. Tame Basham, what a first half for him. Is he knocking out that door? I think he's knocking out that door to start next week. What a performance from him. Anscombe goes for the cross kick. Who's he looking for? And the advantage will be over, but we have the penalty. Do you know what? Tame Basham, the man is incredible. Honestly, he picks up the ball. Moriarty breaks the tackle, pops up to Anscombe, and then Basham cuts inside lovely, feeds Thomas Williams. It's great covering tackle from Beauden Barrett, but Wales keep the ball alive. Although New Zealand slowed it down, we'll get the penalty. We have to slot this over. The question is, do we go for the points? I personally would say we go for the points here. I think we go for the points. We get something. We're going for the corner. We're going for the corner. We're going for the corner, but we have to win our line-out. Our line-out's been really shaky so far. We've got to... This is a brave decision. But maybe with 3 minutes to go, they've decided we just need to go for it now. So Ryan Elias to feed this one. We've got to win this. And we've lost the ball. He's knocked it on! He's knocked it on, ref! So we've decided to not take the points, and then we go to the line-out, and we can't win our own ball. Ryan Elias has just completely overthrown that. Completely overthrown that. That is awful. And we're now back on the halfway line, and it's tough now. And that's the difference between the likes of New Zealand and us, really, because when New Zealand get the opportunities, they're clinical. They hit the target. They get the pass. They know what to do. And again, we've lost our line out. What is going on with our line out? We can't win the ball. You can't do these kind of mistakes against the All Blacks. He's in the way, ref. That's an advantage. Oh, that's a hospital pass. I think Moriarty's on the ground now, injured as well. So a minute and a half to go until half time. Wales do have a penalty here. Surely we've got to go for the points. An obstruction there. A minute and a half to go until half time, folks. Moriarty down injured. We hope he's okay. I think they're going to check something. Oh, no. So it's a penalty on the halfway line. So can Anscombe even reach this? Can he even kick this over? I don't really think it's in his locker. So we've just seen the injury sustained by Ross Moriarty. Seems in quite a bit of pain there. Moriarty already completed 12 tackles. I think they're going to check this. They're going to check this head contact on Moriarty from Loa, sorry. I want to see what this ref has to say about this, because this will be quite fascinating. The score is on the bottom of your screen, Charles Vincent. It's 18 points to 3 in favour of New Zealand with about a minute to go of the first half. They're just checking a potential. Oh, Luala's caught him with his arm. Now, Hook could. Hey, Gavin Henson could. We knew he could hit them hard. Lee Halfpenny. I don't see there's anything wrong with this, to be honest. Oh, yes, number 6. I forget his name. What's his name? Well, Moriarty is gone. So they're going to check it one more time, I think. Henson was a prat. He was a great player, but it never quite worked out for him, did it? This could be quite big, this decision here. We could be looking potential red. I think it's a yellow. What's the referee going to say? Seb Davis on for Moriarty with that injury. So what's the decision here? Yellow for me. I agree, Dan. It's a yellow. Could be a red. Right, we're watching this. Here we go. Let's watch it again. Both players have hit him with the arm. Both players have hit him with the arm in the head. Not wrapped. Potential card for New Zealand here. I can't see Luala has tried to wrap there. There's no attempt to wrap from him. Come in with his arm. There's no attempt to wrap. I think this is a yellow. But there's mitigating factors. Moriarty has dipped down quite low in it. It's a tough one. Let me know in the chat, folks. Let me know in the chat there. Let me know. What card should this be? Subscribe to the channel if you're watching. Don't forget, we're going to do loads of watch-alongs for the games. And, of course, leave a like on the screen or on the stream. Let's have a listen. A yellow card to Luala. So Luala is off to the bin. Now, there is mitigation. I can see why people would want that to be a red, but for me, I think it's probably the right decision. That could have been a red, but we've gone for the yellow. It is. We're going to the line now. We've got to man up. We have to make this count. This has to count. It's got to count. We have to come away with points now. If we don't come away with points, no comment. No comment. Is he the same guy that ran off the pitch when Scotland against Australia when he made an awful decision right at the end in the World Cup? Ryan Elias, here we go. Do we win this line-out ball? No, we don't. Well, I think we've won one line-out of about 5. And we don't deserve, we don't deserve to get points if we can't win our own ball. Johnny McNichol, though, 30 seconds to go. Carries well. We've got to make this extra man count now. Anscombe into Johnny Davis. Here we go. Thomas Francis just outside the 22. We need something before half-time, you feel. Johnny Williams. Wainwright carries in. Thomas Williams. Johnny McNichol comes in centrally. Johnny Williams. Not really going anywhere. Thomas Williams pops it up. Anscombe. Anscombe backs himself. There's a chance out wide if they could have got it. Jonathan Davis, he's a little bit isolated. We're into the red here. Dan Biggar's not playing because of the international window, so he's not allowed to be released by Northampton. So no, he's not playing this game, but he'll be back next week, you'd imagine. Anscombe. Advantage, though, to Wales here. Advantage here to Wales. Just outside the 22. We're not really going anywhere, though. Wyn Jones carries. Come on, boys. Just try something now. I want to see us try something. Try a training ground move. No advantage. I'm interested to see whether we go for the points. We've got to go for the points, surely, now. We need something on the board. They are going to take the point. So it looks like Wales are going to go in 6 points to 18 down at half time. But a yellow card, which potentially could have been a red, yellow card that wasn't that we didn't get. That should have been a yellow. It's been a pretty dramatic first half. Don't forget, we're going to take a 2-minute break at half time because I'm dying for a wee and I need to make a cup of tea. We'll be back for the second half. And straight after the game, there'll be a match reaction. And then tomorrow night, there's going to be a roundup of both games on Ben's channel on Rock and Roll Rugby. I'll drop a link during half time. Do head over there, subscribe to his channel, and yeah, you'll get a big review tomorrow of both games of Scotland Tonga and, of course, of this game, Wales New Zealand. So Anscombe right in front of the posts. Chance just to get a couple more points on the board just before half time. And Anscombe has the 3 points, so Wales 6. Wales 6 then. The All Blacks 18. That is the halftime score, folks. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a second. Make sure to get your questions, your comments, your thoughts on some of the actions in that first half, maybe on the Scotland game. We'll have a chat at halftime about them. Subscribe if you're new, if you haven't done so already. Leave a like and get involved in the chat. I'll see you in a second. There we go. We are back. It is half time down at the Principality. Wales trailing by 6 points to 18. A very difficult first half for Wales for a number of different reasons, really. But the All Blacks have been very, very clinical throughout the afternoon. We have to talk then about some of the moments in the game. But of course, we also need to look at the stats, which we'll do shortly. If you're joining me here at half time, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the stream, and get your thoughts in the chat. Can acquainted, I will be doing some collaborations this week as the other nations join in ahead of next weekend's Autumn Nations League game. So we've got a few collaborations on the way next week, which I'm excited to bring you. Will I be doing any games for the women's games? Potentially not tomorrow, though. I can't do tomorrow, but maybe the week afterwards. So do get your thoughts, get your comments in. Let me know what you've made of that first half. I'm eager to hear your thoughts. So do let me know what you make of that game. And let's have a look at the stats, which we'll do now. We'll have a look at how the game has been going from the different. Whoops, I kicked us out. Right, we're back anyway. So let's have a look at how the teams have been doing in that first half. It's actually quite interesting when we'll have a look at them now. Again, any comments, any questions you got in on that first half? So just get rid of some old tabs that I no longer need. Okay, let's have a look then at this, shall we? Let's have a look. So this is the halftime stats. Overall possession is in favour of the All Blacks. They have 55% possession compared to Wales's 45%. The territory, though, is in favour of Wales. And that's the big thing, isn't it? We just haven't made use of it. And these are the big stats that do concern me ever so slightly. Is time in opposition 22. 28 seconds for Wales, 2 minutes and 46 seconds for the All Blacks. To me, that just shows where we are struggling. We are struggling to really keep possession of the ball in their areas for long enough, for a consistent amount of times. And when the All Blacks do get the ball in our half, in our 22, they tend to come away with points. Look at that, point slash visit to 22, 3-0 for us. We've hardly kicked the ball away, which is good to see. We've passed a bit more. 4 bad passes, though. We've looked to offload. We've looked to try and play, but then handling errors come in and affect us. But again, looking at the stats, it's quite an equal game. It really is. The only difference is that when the All Blacks have been in our 22, they've come away with points. We just haven't done that. That is the only difference. And I know it's a big difference, but it shows that if we can get into the 22, that little bit more, be a little more clinical. Like, you look, we had that line out 10 meters out. We decided to go to the corner knowing that our line out was struggling, and we couldn't gather our own line out. I think we've lost. I think we've lost about 4 or 5 line outs, which is not great at all. 2 turnovers each, 2-to-1 line breaks, 90%, 2% tackle success rate for Wales is very, very good, but not really great in terms of the other things. Scrums won, we've struggled in the scrum, we've struggled in the set piece, haven't we? So we've not looked particularly good there. We've struggled with Thomas Francis, although I do think Joe Moody has actually struggled a little bit in the scrum for them as well. We've had 100% kicking success, but of course, New Zealand did miss one kick. Geordie Barrett missed his kick. So those are the stats at halftime. Do let me know your thoughts on that first half. How did you see it going? Because I don't know, I don't think we did that much wrong, except for our set piece, which was quite bad, really. And I thought we'd improved that over the course of the Six Nations. Clearly, it's an issue. Obviously, Ken Owens was a late fitness issue for us. He was meant to play today. So if he's been working with them all week and he's been clocking with them all week, yeah, it's always going to be tough, isn't it? But a frustrating first half for Wales. We're certainly still in the game. That penalty right at the end there of that first half ensures that we still have something to say in this game. But the next points are really important in this one. If New Zealand go and get an early try, game over, game over. But if we can get a try, it makes it interesting for sure. I absolutely agree. Our lineouts certainly need to improve. And that's normal for the All Blacks. 100% it is. That's why they're one of the best teams in the world. They're just so clinical. You look at that Perinara try. Surveyor breaks the line. He doesn't think, well, I'm going to try and stretch and get it. He knows he's going to have that support. And as any good scrum half does, except for talking a lot, he is there on the support. He's there on the support. And that is something that he does very, very well. But it is half time here, though. Wales trailing this one by 6 points to 18. And let's have a chat about the earlier game today, which saw Scotland beat Tonga by 60 points to 14. I'd be fascinated to get any Scottish people who are in the chat, their thoughts on this one. For me personally, I thought Tonga came into the game, obviously very, very depleted squad, probably their second team. They didn't even have their head coach with them because his house got broken into earlier last week, so he wanted to stay at home and sort things out. And yeah, didn't really have their best players. And to be honest, I only recognised, I think, one name from their starting 15 that I recognised, and he plays out in Major League Rugby. For Scotland, though, they just threw the ball about and had a go. I mean, Rufus McLean got 2 tries. Stain got 4 tries. We saw Schumann get on the try score. It was very, very comfortable for Scotland, and they will know that there'll be bigger tests for them next week as they face Australia next week. That's going to be a much bigger test for them. So, and for Tonga, it doesn't get much easier as they face England at Twickenham, but they will have, I think they've got 11 players joining up with them over the course of the next couple of days, which will make a massive difference for them. Because, of course, this game, the Wales-New Zealand game, and the Tonga-Scotland game is outside of the international window. So clubs in England, clubs in France, it's not that they don't have to release their players, it's that they're not allowed to, because it's a law. It's like Law 9 or something in the World Rugby law book. They're just not allowed to release them. So even if they wanted to play, and the clubs were happy for them to play, they're not allowed to. So is this game a bit of a money grab from the Welsh Rugby Union? Potentially, but it's great to have a game against the All Blacks, isn't it? We've had it for a while, Jeff. We've had it for a while, it seems. It seems that we can't... I don't know. When Ken Owens came in last year, it massively helped. But the problem is, when you're playing against a team like the All Blacks, you have to retain the ball. You have to keep the ball. If you're not able to look after your possession while you're playing against a team of the quality of the All Blacks, who are going to take their opportunities, it's going to be a really difficult game for you. And, I mean, the ref has not helped us. There's been 2 or 3 calls which have absolutely baffled me. The first one is the Bowden Barrett one, where he knocks it on. It's clear as day that's a deliberate knock on. He's never going to catch it, and it's just a penalty kick. And then you've got the one with Josh Adams where he goes up for the ball. He's clearly the more likely to win it, and yet the referee turns around and says, actually, he wasn't in a realistic place to win the ball. But I would have said that Geordie Barrett was less likely to win the ball than Josh Adams. And then the third one is the Ross Moriarty one, where I can see why it'd be given as a yellow. But I'm 50-50 on that, whether that's a yellow or a red. I do think there's mitigating factors that Ross Moriarty's dipping down, but there's no attempt to wrap and there's contact with the head. And then that means he's off. So it's been an interesting first half. There's been some positives somewhere when we have had the ball in their half. We've played with rhythm. Tane Basham, I think, has been absolutely exceptional this first half at the breakdown, slowing the ball down and turning it over. In the loose, running with the ball. I've been really impressed by him. Wales are just coming out now, so we will go back to the game in a second. But I think we need to get the first score. We've got to get the first score. That is my thoughts. If you're watching, folks, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, get involved in the chat. I'm not showing the actual game. I'm not allowed to do that because of copyright, but it's a commentary as we go through the games. Make sure, of course, that that you do join us here. It is available on Amazon Prime. I'm just going to grab my headphones and let's just turn this on. And we will get ready for the second half. So Wales trailing by 6 points to 18. Yeah, I do need to do it. I do need to do it. I do need to. Come on, All Blacks. Well, I'm going to say come on, Wales. I hope we can turn it around. But again, the first score is going to be very important. Well, the second half is underway. The All Blacks kick towards Wales. Oh, Jordan's nearly collected that restart there. Ran through very comfortably, I got to say. But of course, don't forget, the All Blacks are down to 14 men. So this first 10 minutes, really, we've got to take advantage of it now. We've really got to take it till the All Blacks got to stretch them. And we've got to get down the field because we're in our own 22 at the minute with the scrum, though, for us. So we've got to get down the field, folks. We have to ensure that we do that. But I'm so excited that international rugby is back, baby. I am so happy. And we'll take a look at some of the fixtures later. And we'll have a chat about what games you'd like to see next week. Because there are so many games next weekend. It is quite frankly ridiculous. I'm just looking at them now. There are 5 games next Saturday and 1 on the Sunday. So we're in for a feast of rugby, I'm sure. But here we go then. Scrum to Wales on our own 22. The scrum's not really moving for either side here. So Thomas Williams gets it out. Anscombe will put boot to ball. Papa Lee, I thought, was going to charge that down. But Geordie Barrett carries just over the 10-metre line. Wales get the penalty at the breakdown there. So scrum here to the All Blacks, sorry. Lomax is on for Blackadder. Blackadder injured in that first half. So still Loa is in the bin, of course, after his questionable yellow card, let's say. But scrum here to the All Blacks on the 10-metre line. And the All Blacks now will be looking just to slow the game down, take 3 points here and there, just kill the clock and wait for that 15-man to come back. And as the clock continues to go on this scrum, can't be doing this. Petra, glad you're enjoying. Hope you're doing well from Canada. I have family in Canada. I'd love to get over there at some point. Hope you're doing well. Glad you can join us from Canada. We do need Louis Rees-Zammit, but he's not available as it is outside, of course, the international window. But scrum here to the All Blacks anyway, just over the 10-metre line in Wales's half. Perinara will feed this. We've struggled with the scrum in this first half. And the All Blacks are just messing about at the scrum, trying to slow the game down. It's what they're doing. The clock continues to tick. Tick, 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 closer to that yellow card running out. And then they got 15 men. They just wasted 5 minutes out of scrum. So it's what they're trying to do. And, you know, the problem is that they have, according to the referee, the dominance at the scrum. So he's going to think, well, it's got to be Wales doing something wrong. So he's going to give it to them after 2 or 3 goes. Anyway, third time lucky. Let's see if we can get this ball into the scrum. And he's given the scrum to Wales after the All Blacks were messing about the scrum. And it's an opportunity for Wales to get the ball down the field. Anscombe sends it down. Was he taken in the air? Will Jordan? Will Jordan breaks through. Where's the defence? Someone take the man out. In the end, it is Thomas Francis who gets there. But down to 14 men, it is the All Blacks who have taken the game to Wales. Johnny McNichol calls for it and gets the mark. Well, Will Jordan ran through with no real challenge whatsoever. And Wales just kick it straight back. Here comes Beauden Barrett. Well, we have not started this first half very well at all. And, oh, lovely take from McNichol, though. He's had a solid game. But it is Papa Lee over the ball. And Wales penalised for not releasing there. Stop whinging. I'll try not to. I'll try to be more positive, Philip. We have to remember, I think, that's the thing. We are playing against the All Blacks. They're very good. We don't have all of our players. We've had injuries in the first half. But I do think there are some things going against us in this one and little sloppy mistakes. Well, we're just watching back there Will Jordan's break, which was a lovely break. You know, Will Jordan, I think, has played 13 games, scored 15 tries, something ridiculous like that. Absolutely incredible. But penalty here to New Zealand, then opportunity. Jordy Barrett, 3 out of 5 kicks, so he's missed 2 already, so let's hope he can miss a third. But here's an opportunity for the All Blacks to go even further ahead. Jordy Barrett steps up and the kick looks pretty good. And he's good. And the All Blacks lead by 21 points to 6. 21 points to 6 in favour of the All Blacks then. Now an interesting substitution. Reece Priestland is on. And I think Anscombe is going to be leaving. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm a huge fan of Anscombe's. I think... Well, yeah, Anscombe's off. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Anscombe had the greatest game today. But interested to see what Priestland can do. It's a very good team, but it's not your strongest. I know that. Tell me a little bit about this All Blacks team. Obviously, we see them in the Rugby Championship, but we don't see them that often. We obviously don't get to watch Super Rugby up here in the Northern Hemisphere. But I've been so impressed by you guys today, and especially in the Rugby Championship, man. So, box kick here for the All Blacks as they send it downfield. And I'm going to be honest, the Welsh boys look pretty tired right now. But here's Priestland. Priestland pops it into Johnny Williams over the 10-metre line. I just want to see something from us now. Priestland already speeding the game up. Lovely step for there from Johnny McNichol. Thomas Williams. Priestland puts the little kick through. It's a very good little kick. And Priestland already from coming on for about a minute has had a big impact on the game. And I really like that. Good to see Priestland back in the red of Wales as well. I'm a huge fan. I absolutely rate Priestland. It was sad when he went to Bath, but he's back in Wales now with Cardiff Rugby. And he looks to be doing the business. He looks to be doing the business. And maybe he's throwing his hat into the ring, you know. Jared Evans, I don't think he's ready to start against South Africa. You obviously got Dan Bigger, but he went off injured today for Northampton Saints. Anscombe has struggled in this game, and now Priestland's come on and had a big impact already. So it's interesting to see. Has that gone forward? Yes, it has. So there's going to be an attacking scrum for Wales right in front of the post, just inside the 22 of the All Blacks. Oh, no. What's Tame Basham done here? Tame Basham here. Well, the ref's not going to have a look at that, so we'll count our blessings. Because I thought that should have been a penalty to the All Blacks. But we have a scrum here inside the 22 of the All Blacks. Opportunity to really do something here. We have to have a solid scrum. If we want to get anything from this game, if we want to get this game close, we have to get something here. And I'm talking about try. Penalty kick isn't enough. The word change for the All Blacks now. Bring you up to date in a second. 21 points to 6 to the All Blacks. Wales with a scrum. It's a solid scrum. Ball goes out to Priestland. Priestland steps inside, beats Leonard Brown, but is tackled. Thomas Williams into Will Rowlands. Thomas Williams once again looking for his options. Gets Wainwright. Wainwright tackled as Blackadder catches him. Ryan Elias tackled by Moody. Thomas Williams. Oh, that was a risky pass, but it is collected by Will Rowlands. Whitelock trying to get over the ball, but he can't. As Seb Davis carries. This is good momentum from Wales here. It is turned over, though, by the All Blacks. And they have stolen it. And Bowden Barrett will clear downfield. How good is the kick? It's a very good kick from Bowden Barrett. Wales still with the ball, though. Owen Lane comes forward, kicks it, going for the up and under. And he collects it brilliantly, but he's on his own. He'll need support here. Advantage to Wales, so chance here to try something. Ball out, Ryan Elias. Thomas Williams tries to go alone. Lovely feed from Thomas Williams. Into Seb Davis. Wales into the 22 once again. Jonathan Davis, the All Blacks defence is all over the place. They seem to be a bit more organised now. Thomas Williams pops it up to Josh Adams. Wales edging closer towards the try line. Best time of possession for Wales. Pick and go. Come on, boys. But they're going back for the original penalty. Now, I don't know. Do we take the points here? Or are we going for the corner? I think we just go for the corner, honestly. I know our line-out's been horrific. But I think we go for the corner. I know it's fine from the post, but... I think we are going to take the points here. Wales can't keep squandering chances. Exactly. But we're going to take the points. That was positive from us. All Blacks are back to 15 men. 51 minutes gone in this one. So Reece Priestland with his first kick of the game. They cannot trust the line out. I guess so, Jeff. But for me, I'd rather just go for it at this point. Priestland does add 3. So Wales 9, the All Blacks 21 is the current score. Half an hour to go. So a try and a penalty draws us level. A try converted try, so and a penalty draws us level. It was a no-brainer, but we went for the post and we got the points. So 9 points to 21. Better, much better 5 minutes from Wales there. As Alan Wainwright collects just outside his own 22. Thomas Williams will kick this one away. It is sent towards Bowden Barrett, who collects on his 100th cap. Rico Ioane wasn't held, and he's running away into space here. Someone is brought a tackle in on him. Finally, McNichol puts a tackle in and has slowed the ball down very well there. Geordie Barrett. Tackled by Tane Basham. Ball out wide here. Leonard Brown. Perenara into Italic. This is lovely hands, but lost by the All Blacks. Chance here for Wales potentially to counter. They are in their own 22. Game's gone a little bit scrappy here, but I've seen quite a bit from this Wales team, which has made me fairly happy and fairly confident that we can be competitive. And the great thing about games like these is that they really help you. Oh, here we go. Chance here for Will Jordan. And he's going to get there. And he scored. And as I was just praising Wales, the All Blacks probably have just won the game with that try. 15 tries in 11 games for Will Jordan. Well, we'll have to watch this try back because this is quite exceptional. The box kick is sent up from Thomas Williams. Will Jordan collects. And everyone just lets him run through. And no one has the pace to catch him. And that probably is the game. And that is a try for Will Jordan to make it 26 points to 9. And it's a brilliant try from Will Jordan. 15 tries in 11 games. And that is potentially the try to win the game. And that's the difference between the All Blacks and everyone else, is that when they get in those positions and they get half a sniff of an opportunity, 99% of the time they come away with some form of points. We get into the 22, we faff about on a few phases, and then we lose the ball, or we do a knock on, or we go to the corner and we can't win our own lineup. That is the big difference. Geordie Barrett looking to add the 2 points. Which he does. And it is now 28 points to 9. Nearly a 20-point game. It's just a world-class try, isn't it? But you have to say the defence from Wales, the gaps there in the defence is a little bit concerning. But the boys are tired. We need to start emptying the bench now. If you look at the bench, let me just take that down. You have the likes of Gareth Davis could come on. Reece Priestland, we've already seen him. We haven't seen Ben Thomas yet, but we could easily see someone like that. Dylan Lewis, Reece Carey, Kirby Myhill. I think it's time to look at the bench, Mr. Pivac. We do. We got South Africa next week. Of course, I'll more than likely be doing a watch-along for that, which will be good. So do join me for that. There'll be a lot of build-up. There'll be a lot of reaction over the next week to the games over the weekend, the build-up to next weekend. So make sure to be subscribed for that. Now, they have him to the bench. He's carry on for Wyn Jones. And Dylan Lewis is also on for Thomas Francis. So some changes for Wales. Personally, a little bit too late. But scrum here to Wales nonetheless. And I think we have to remember this New Zealand team have been playing with each other consistently for the past 3-4 months. You know, they've been playing in the Rugby Championship. They played incredible stuff in the Rugby Championship, won it with a week to spare. And we haven't played with this team specifically since end of March, mid-March, because in the summer, a lot of the boys were away with the Lions, didn't play in the summer test. The summer tests were weird because they were at home. So we haven't played as a team much. It's a really tough test to start, but you'd hope we'd have been a little bit more competitive potentially. But, well, we have been competitive. We just haven't taken our chances. We haven't created enough. We've looked good, ball in hand, but, you know, if you're not doing anything with that possession, then it's a bit pointless. So Thomas Williams to feed the scrum then. Just on the 10-metre line of the All Blacks, a little bit to the left-hand side of the pitch. So just outside the 22, it's a decent scrum from Wales as Wainwright goes alone, but he's a little bit isolated. Only Surveyor's over the ball. But the ball is there for Thomas Williams. Oh, there's a big gap. Tim Basham bursts through it. Blackadder stops him. Ryan Elias goes, there's a little bit of space to the right. If we can get it out there. Oh, and Thomas Williams takes too long to get the ball out, and he's knocked it on, and it's an advantage here to the All Blacks as Will Jordan bursts through. And they're creating lovely little patterns now. And this is what the All Blacks are good at. The minute the ball is turned over, the ability they have to counter, we just can't deal with it. Johnny McNichol, good running. I've been very impressed by him today as he bursts through 2 gaps Into Priestland. Priestland tackled by Perinara. McNichol once again acts as the 10. Into Will Rowlands, who breaks the first tackle. Wales building up nicely here. Ryan Elias carries in. Thomas Williams gets out to Priestland. Priestland out to Dylan Lewis. Dylan Lewis back inside to Josh Adams, who's been very quiet today. He just hasn't seen much of the ball. Advantage to Wales here, though, on the 10-metre line. Oh, and Johnny Williams drops it. But we had the advantage. So 60 minutes on the clock, halfway through this second half. New Zealand 28, Wales 9. But a penalty for Wales. And at this point, we're not going to win the game. We're not going to win the game. So just go for the corner. That'd be my advice. Just go for the corner. And they're going for the corner, which I like to see. Ben from Rock and Roll, we say we're so poor in the midfield. We have struggled in the centres. And to be honest, when we get the ball, we're quite static, we're quite flat, and it enables the All Blacks to come up and really pressure us comfortably, to be honest. Myself and Ben are going to be doing a real in-depth review. It's going to be about half an hour good chat on the go on this game, having a really we'll look at some tactics, we'll have a look at some screenshots from the game. So we'll have a look at that. It will all be on Ben's channel. So I'm going to drop a link to Ben's channel in the chat in just a second. Go over there, subscribe, and that'll be live. That'll be out, either tomorrow night or Monday night. So I'm really looking forward to doing that with Ben. Ben is actually on 99 subscribers. So if you've not yet subscribed to his channel, make sure to do so. I'll drop a link now. So do head over there, subscribe to his channel as we try and get him to that 100 subscribers. He only needs one, but if more than one can go do it, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Go for the blooming corner. We've gone for a Neil. Line out to Wales on the 5-metre line. Please come away with something. So some changes for the All Blacks here. Retallick is off. They do so well, don't they? Wales win the line out! Yes! We've won the line out, but now we're driving towards the... Oh, where's that ball? Advantage, though, to Wales here on the 5-metre line. Right on the corner, though. Thomas Williams is calling for it. He finally gets it. Therese Carey, Seb Davis, up to the 5-metre line once again. Still advantage for Wales. Little chip in the middle. He's going to get that. Yes! Finally! Finally, we've got to try. Oh, it's taken way too long. But finally, we have a try. And Reece Priestland with a little chip, the little dink in behind. What a performance from Reece Priestland. Is he knocking out the door to start next week? If Bigger's not fit, I think you've got to give it to Priestland. But Johnny Williams with his second try and 4 caps. And Wales, I'm not saying we're back in this, but... lovely kick through from Priestland, noticing the space. Do you know what? He's been exceptional. He has been exceptional. Yeah, what a game that's going to be. There's so many games next week. We will in a bit have a look at the games and we'll have a chat about them. There'll be previews for pretty much all the games next week as Reece Priestland adds the 2 points. Wales 16. The All Blacks 28. It looks a little bit more respectful now, doesn't it? With 20 minutes to go then. 20 minutes to go. What can we do in this 20 minutes? Can we do something? So some more changes then for the All Blacks. Perinara is off. Brad Webber is on. Sevu Reece is on the wing. And a new front row as well for the All Blacks. So lots of changes for them, of course. They've got some big games coming up next weekend. Well, they've got Italy next weekend, so it's not a big game, but you know what I mean. Have we just been penalised for being offside on the kick? I think we have. Offside. Ryan Elias. Side in front of the kick. What are the All Blacks going to do? Looks like they're going to the corner here. So Taylor is off for Takehawa. Tunekwafe is on for Moody. Those are the changes. Thanks, Neil. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying it. Allez, Le Cardiff Rugby, indeed, indeed. And not quite as good as the Ospreys, obviously, but, you know, we'll leave that for today. But Prieston's made a massive difference. The All Blacks on the 5-metre line then find RG Surveyor at the back of the driving maul. He's now gone back to the replacement hooker. Advantage here to the All Blacks. Brad Webber pops it up. The ball's gone everywhere, but they'll come back for the original penalty. Side entry there from Dylan Lewis, I believe it was. And the All Blacks will go for the corner. And I think it's been an interesting test for us today. I will make a match reaction after the game. It'll be a short video, nothing particularly in depth. I'll cover a few little bits from the game. So make sure to subscribe for that and check around for about 20 minutes after the game's finished. That'll be out on the channel. Oh, what a take that is from Blackadder. And Papali's through. And Papali has scored for the All Blacks. And that's what they do. They get an opportunity and they take it. And this is what we expected from the All Blacks, wasn't it? We expected them to do something like this. I mean, the take there from Blackadder in the line. He's reaching up and he collects it one-handed, pops it straight back down. And it's an incredible catch. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Last Jedi. I really appreciate that. And it's a great finish there. And you know what? The big thing is, we score a try, we get the ball, we go to clear it, and then Ryan Elias goes offside, and then that gives them the opportunity to go to the corner. They go to the corner, they get the advantage, they go to the corner again, and they score. And that's the difference. Geordie Barrett adds the 2 points, which makes it 35 points to 16. So we have just over 15 minutes to go. Papali is off, the try scorer. So changes for Wales. Kirby Myhill is on for his first cap as he replaces Thomas Francis, I believe it is. So Ryan Elias, sorry. So congratulations to him. You have to be, don't you? And it's like England in Rugby World Cup 2019. I don't like to mention it, but there we go. But they played perfectly against them. And the reality is that you have to remember, as I mentioned before, that this All Black team has been playing together regularly over the past 3-4 months. We haven't played together since March properly. We haven't got all our players. Thomas Williams and Anscombe as a partnership, which hasn't been played together for years. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of positives from Wales. But again, there's a lot of things to work on ahead of South Africa. And before the series, I would have said we could have won 3 out of 4. I think we'd be lucky to win 2 out of 4, if I'm being totally honest. As the All Blacks are attacking here in the 22. Oh, this is unreal rugby. This is unreal rugby. What in the world are you meant to do against that quality of rugby? The amount of offloading, the popping, the passes, the offloads, the steps. Oh, my word. What are you meant to do? What do you do against that? There is nothing you can do against that. Sevu Reece. What a try. 15 games, 12 tries. Look at this. Sevu Reece collects it. He's turned. He's tackled. But he manages to pop it up. Ioane takes it. It's a lovely little chip over the top from Beauden Barrett. Nobody really comes and collects it properly. And then they just keep it alive brilliantly. RG Sevilla down the wing, pops it back in. And what a finish that is. What a try. And do you know what? You just have to stand in awe of this All Blacks team. You really do. There's a lot of question marks over Ian Foster, over people not really being sure about him, but he has been ridiculous. ridiculous. And opportunity for Geordie Barrett to take them over that 40-point mark. And Geordie Barrett makes it 42 points to the All Blacks. And this probably is more like the score. Now, the thing is now for Wales, we don't want this scoreline to turn ugly. 16-42 is not too bad against this All Blacks team, considering where we are at. But if you're going to concede another couple of tries, maybe even 3, that's a concern. Johnny Williams is off for Wales. And Ben Thomas is on for Wales, which is good to see. So he will play in the centre. Knock on there from the All Blacks. Opportunity for Wales here. So second cap for Ben Thomas, who will play in the centre. So it's good to see him. And, you know, that's a 3 there of Thomas Williams, Reece Priestland. And then, of course, you've got Priestland then. And then Ben Thomas. Will Jordan is off for Richie Mo'unga. So you'd think that Geordie Barrett goes to the wing. And Beauden Barrett goes to 15. And then Mo'unga then plays at 10. I think that's what's going to happen for them. It's not a bad player to bring off the bench, is it? So 12 minutes to go. Wales have got 1 try, which is nice. Can we get another one? Positive scrum here. The ball needs to get out, though. That scrum is turning a lot too much for my liking. And both players went up. So scrum then to Wales once again then. Yeah, the thing is, though, I don't think this scoreline's too bad, considering how good this New Zealand team are and where we're at. I really don't. And I'd expect them to do this to a few teams. I mean, they could put 100 points on Italy. They really could, if they don't change up too much their team. So, I mean, they absolutely battered the USA last week. Wales get the ball out of the scrum. Gareth Davis is on for Thomas Williams at scrum half. But again, just the intensity from the All Blacks at the breakdown makes it very difficult for Wales. Tame Basham pushed back there by Sevu Reece. And the All Blacks have turned this one over. Webber sends it down. It might be a little bit too much, though. Josh Adams keeps it alive. He'll send this one back down, which he does. And Geordie Barrett with a little bit of time here. So Beauden Barrett's gone to fullback. Mo'unga's gone to fly half. Geordie Barrett's gone to the wing. Oh, lovely pickup from Ardie Savea as he pushes towards the 22. And the speed of ball from the All Blacks is frightening at this point for Wales as they're into the 22. And ball's out. The All Blacks keep it alive, though, just popping it about. Geordie Barrett just outside the 22 here. You've got to say, this is just incredible for the All Blacks. The speed of ball, it's just always there. And even if the scrum half doesn't pick it up, someone else will pick it up and keep the momentum going. Sometimes you feel like nines just take too long to get the ball out. It's just, there's an opportunity to go and play. You go and do it. And that seems to be New Zealand's philosophy. You know, play heads up rugby. That's a lovely pop pass. Oh, this is going to be a lovely try for the All Blacks. And what a try once again for the All Blacks. And they are truly beginning to run away with this one now. And it's the 6th try for the All Blacks, 47 points to 16. Well, this was lovely rugby. Webber gets it out. Beauden Barrett pops it over. Sevu Reece into Geordie Barrett. Geordie Barrett out to Leonard Brown. And into the corner there. And we are absolutely shattered right now. You can just see we are so tired. And this could be a 50-point game now. Really could be. And, yeah, I predicted, what did I predict? 60-20. I think I predicted, so I said there'd be 40 points in it. And I'm about right, really, in terms of the difference in score. So it's been a tough afternoon for Wales. Still 8 minutes to go in here. Geordie Barrett with a conversion. It's not an easy conversion. It's a tough one to take, but we have to remember how good this New Zealand team is. You know, they are going to beat everyone this autumn. I'm pretty sure they play England, so that'll be interesting, that game. It'll be interesting where England are at. But they're going to beat everyone else. So Geordie Barrett, oh, he's kicked that beautifully. And the All Blacks are up to 49 points now. So 49 points to 16. What a performance this has been from the All Blacks. And the All Blacks have just turned it on in this last 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes of this second half, they've just turned it on. Yeah, they come to Ireland after the Japan game. I really think they're going to beat everyone. I honestly do. And to be honest, I don't think this is the best that the All Blacks can be. I think they've got another gear to go to, which is worrying, not only for Wales, but for other people. And they seem to be building pretty well for the World Cup in 2 years. After maybe having a bit of a wobble over the past few years, they seem to have fixed things a little bit. Oh, don't try that there, mate. Oh, De Surveyor, lovely offload. Ioane into Beauden Barrett. Oh, inside ball. This is ridiculous from the All Blacks. Oh, they nearly scored one of the best tries I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, the All Blacks are playing ridiculous rugby right now. We just simply cannot cope. And it all comes from Paul Ben Carter, tries to offload it, but they just go. They just go. Just pop, pop, pop. Go, go. Surveyor breaks the line. Pops inside to Ioane. Ioane then pops into Beauden Barrett. Beauden Barrett looks for the option. Pops it into Surveyor outside the back door. He goes alone. And if Webber can catch this, it's another try for the All Blacks. And they have a line out. On the 22 of Wales here, we can't concede over 50, I don't feel like. Well, the All Blacks taking too long to throw there, so Wales get the ball. Sean Mahon, hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you in the chat as always, my friend. What do you think of Scotland today? Also, I hope Alan Wynne Jones okay. I hope Alan Wynne is okay as well. I don't see him playing again this autumn, though, unfortunately for him. Scotland played well. You do have to take into consideration the opponent, but Rufus McLean looks good, doesn't he? So Scotland did really well. Kick downfield by Geordie Barrett. Down towards Reece Priestland. Well, he's made a difference since coming on. That's all right, James. It is 49 points to 60 in favour of the All Blacks. And the All Blacks have really turned it on in this second half and showing why, in my opinion, they're the best team in the world. And we just can't keep up with them. We just cannot keep up with them. The speed of ball, the ability of all their players to use the ball with their hands, to be comfortable, to know which pass to play, to pop it up, to offload. They're just also comfortable. They all know what to do, when to do it. To provide through here, the lock, the replacement lock, is tackled by Josh Adams, pops up to Beauden Barrett. Beauden Barrett into Webber here. They're into the 22. I think Cave's over that. And yes, he is. And finally, we slowed the ball down. But, oh my word, the All Blacks are really beginning to tear us. Well, not beginning. They've been tearing us apart. But, wow. And you can see how hard the Welsh boys are blowing, because once the All Blacks get a chance, they just go. They just go. You know, they keep the ball alive. They keep the ball alive, so your defence just simply cannot set itself. They've been so impressive today. I've been so impressed by them. And I've watched them a lot in the Rugby Championship. And I knew coming into this game, we have to slow their ball down. And we've just not managed to do it whatsoever. We have not been able to disrupt their game whatsoever. But you've got to give credit to the All Blacks. They are incredible. They've been absolutely incredible this game. So line out to Wales. So 3.5 minutes to go. Then Wales just inside their own half here. Gareth Davis places it back to Reece Priestland. Ben Thomas is absolutely nailed. It was a risky pass. As the All Blacks come up to the 22, they'll be looking to get over the 50-point mark. The referee gets in the way. And scrum then to the All Blacks. Matthew and Earl getting in the way. Let me know in the chat, folks. Who would you want to give man of the match? Do let me know in the chat. There's so many people that could get it, honestly. There's so many people. For me, well, Beauden Barrett's been given it. I think Ardie Surveyor would certainly have been up there, but Beauden Barrett's been brilliant on his 100th cap. And honestly, this All Blacks team, you can be disheartened, but you also have to appreciate just how good they are, and they are incredible. He's been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So anyway, scrum here on the 22 of Wales. Will Jordan for Sean. That's a good shout. He's been good, isn't he? 15 tries in 11 starts. Ridiculous. Scrum then to Wales, just outside our own 22 with about less than 2 minutes to go. It's a big shove from the All Blacks, but we do get the ball out. Priestland into McNichol. McNichol straightens and backs himself. Lovely pace from the All Blacks. Oh, it's been intercepted by Beauden Barrett! And Beauden Barrett's going to score in the corner to make it 50 points for the All Blacks. And that is all she wrote. 2 tries for Beauden Barrett, just named as man of the match. And he takes the All Blacks over the 50-point mark. McNichol did really, really well. He had a lovely run, but he just maybe overplayed it slightly. And then Beauden Barrett just intercepts it. And he just goes in the corner. And they do get over the 50 points. And they just sniff an opportunity and they back themselves. And that's the thing. They just back themselves to get it done. And that is what I do. I agree. That's the thing. You can always say, oh, we can do this better. But you have to say that they're just incredible to watch. And I'm going to do a match reaction to this game. It'll be out in a few minutes on the channel, so make sure to check that out. But I'll go through and I'll just say, look, the All Blacks were insane today. They were so good. But I still feel like there's another level that they can go to. And look, we're not going to be beating this All Black team anytime soon. So chance for Jordie Barrett then to get him to 56 points. So this is actually, if they get this, it'll be the most points they've ever scored against Wales if they can get this conversion. So chance for Jordie Barrett with 3 seconds of the game to go. But what a performance from the All Blacks. Lots to work on for Wales, but Barrett. Oh, he's missed. He's hit the post. Woo! And that is full time then. Wales losing at home at the start of the Autumn Nation Series. 16 points to 54. That is the final score. Get your final thoughts in the chat. 64-15, I picked not too far off. Not at all. I'm English, but I really wanted Wales to win. Barrett man match. He was fantastic, wasn't he? 54 points to 16 is the final points. And I've got to say, the All Blacks have been absolutely incredible. 7 tries for the All Blacks today. Wow, what a performance. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to do a quick match reaction. And then we will be back to discuss this game in a little bit more detail on my match reaction, which will be out shortly. So make sure to check that out on the channel. Make sure to leave a like on this stream, massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and of course, I really appreciate you checking it out today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. As a Welshman who's a tough watcher at points, take care.